The Oni harnessed the power of corrupted Teru Bosu to bring a deadly drought to the land. Many died of thirst and starvation. Their spirits became Onibi, vengeful apparitions that drained the life from all they touched. The ghosts had to remove the corrupted Teru Bosu to bring rain back to the land. The Oni's warriors stood between the ghosts and their goal.
Right on target.
I see someone! Saw something. Better go look. No eyes. I see someone!
Underwear enemy spotted.
The path to the first corrupted Teru Bosu was clear. The first step to bringing rain back to the land was done. Lighting, kami of storms and thunder, granted the ghosts a gift. With Ligene's gift, the ghosts could call forth a storm that can extinguish the The ghosts continued onward to remove the remaining corrupted Teru Bosu and end the drought. The Onibi were drawn to the corrupted Teru Bosu. Ligene's storm would clear a path for the ghosts.
It is mine!
No holding back!
A single ghost.
I have you.
This is it!
One ghost remained. There were more corrupted Teru Bosu in a nearby village. The ghosts knew where to go next. Teru Bosu are simple rain charms made by children in the hopes of good weather. But the Oni corrupted them. The ghosts arrived at their destination, a village once filled with life, but alive no more. They set out to remove the corrupted Teru Bosu from the area. The villagers were all worked to death by the Oni's overseer. The ghosts would make him pay for this. More corrupted Teru Bosu remained. Only a single ghost remained.
Need assistance!
Fighting. Get Oni falls, monster. Prepare yourself!
Single ghost stood alone. corrupted Teru Bosu were gone, but the rains did not return. Leijin warned the ghost that the Oni's overseer was to blame. A path opened up that would take the ghost to him. As long as the Oni's overseer lived, the drought would never end. The ghosts arrived at a small island held by the overseer's cruel grip. But Oni blocked their path. The only way through would be to remove the last of the corrupted Teru Bosu and bring back the legends.
Prepare yourself! No more.
Only one ghost remained. A ghost. Only a single ghost remained.
There! Enemy! Get back in the fight.
Single ghost.
Prepare yourself!
With the final corrupted Teru Bosu removed, the rains returned. washing all the Oni away. The path to the Oni's overseer was clear. Enraged by the return of the torrential rains, the Oni's overseer directed his fury at the ghosts.
Let us spot.
I will bring...
This is it. No holding back.
One ghost remained. A ghost was struck down. Defeating the Overseer and removing the corrupted Teru Bosu weakened the Oni. The ghosts were one step closer to visiting vengeance upon them. over his recent losses, the Oni sent enforcers to execute anyone who favored the ghosts. The mangled bodies of the innocent were displayed for all to see and became infected with hatred. These echoes of malice threatened to tear apart the barrier between the realms of the living and the dead. The echoes of malice caused Onibi to reappear, drawn by their hatred. The wind god Hujin revealed an altar knowing the ghost needed aid. The altar granted the ghosts a blessing in the form of Hujin's wind catcher. It could be used to gather nearby Onibi and then hurl them at an object, such as an echo of malice. Onibi cleansed the echo of malice, but there were more ahead. The ghosts continued onward, hoping the path would lead them to the Oni's enforcers. More of the Oni's followers appeared. The ghosts realized the Oni had turned against them. There were many echoes of malice in this village. A massacre took place here. The ghosts needed to cleanse the echoes and rid the village of the Oni's followers. With the echoes of malice cleansed and the Oni's followers defeated, a path opened before the ghosts. They hoped it would take them to the Oni's enforcers. The ghosts continued, eagerly awaiting their chance to bring the Oni's enforcers to. The ghosts arrived at a quarry, intent on tracking down the Oni's enforcers. Once again, they followed the trail made by the echoes of malice. ghosts were ambushed by a malevolent spirit unlike any they faced before. It eluded the ghosts' attacks. They suspected that their new enemy could be anchored in place using Onibi's and Ichin's wind catcher. The Onibi, a single ghost, stood alone. One of the ghosts was struck down. The ghosts made their way into the quarry, but the Oni's enforcers were nowhere to be seen. However, there were still plenty of enemies to deal with. Only one ghost remained.
Too easy.
A
What was
ghost
that?
fell.
I see you.
No holding back!
As the ghosts approached an outpost, they sensed a new presence. It had to be one of the Oni's enforcers.
Put you down.
Right.
The ghost brought one of the Oni's enforcers to justice, but more remained, including their captain. The Kaiwa ghosts followed the only lead they had. The ghosts arrived at a fortress held by the captain of the Onis and forces. They would use the Onibi once again to cleanse the echoes of malice and defeat the remaining forces.
What you done? I see.
No holding back!
A single ghost remained.
Aid me!
Source right there.
I won't hold.
The fight to clear the courtyard drew out the ghost's prey. The captain of the Onis and forces finally showed his face, and the battle to destroy him began.
I will make sure your death is paid.
And hasn't seen us. No holding back!
With the captain of the Onis and forces cut down and all echoes of malice removed, the Onibi were drawn elsewhere. The ghosts stripped away the Oni's power and protections bit by bit. Soon they would face the Oni himself.